Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Cook Center, Bell Family Arena, in this afternoon's Heart of America matchup featuring Central Methodist University and your Pioneers. Well, everyone please rise for the opening invocation by Nick Sprague and remain standing for the national anthem. Starting lineups, first for Central Methodist, starting at guard, 5'7" junior from Denver, Colorado, number 11, Armani Pulling. At the other guard, 5'10" senior from Auckland, New Zealand, number 14, Michelle Nichols. At the other guard, 5'9" junior from Montebello, California, number 21, Natalia Sheeple. At forward, 5'10" freshman from Trenton, New Jersey, number 23, Nana Mazenak. And at the other forward, 5'11" junior from Maputo, Mozambique, number 12, Banda Puwamba. Central Methodist is coached by Mike Davis.
Almost.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Pioneers. Starting at guard, 5'6" sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the other guard, 5'2" senior from Olathe, Kansas, number 5, Michaela Gooch. At forward, 6'1" senior from Lenexa, Kansas, number 22, Mackenzie Lowe. At the other forward, 6' freshman, Stillwell, Kansas, number 30, Ariel Sargent. And at center, 6'2" junior from Carl Junction, Missouri, number 42, Megan Scott. Pioneers are coached by John Lewis, assisted by Nate Johnson, Nate Henson, and Drew Wheatcroft. Tonight's referees are Jared Wilson, Joe Oswald, and Randy Wiggins.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome inside the Bell Family Arena. We are ready for tip-off as the visiting Central Methodist women's basketball team comes into Olathe, Kansas to take on your Mid-American Nazarene University Pioneers. Central Methodist comes into today. They are 2-0, 1-0 in conference. The Pioneers are 1-1, dropping their home opener, but coming back earlier this week in a instant classic against Clark University, coming away with a 3-point win. And in the most anticlimactic fashion possible, we're starting with a clock that doesn't work. Here we go. If you're watching the live stream, you'll see that there's a chat room feature. We invite you to please use it. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who your players are. We will pose fun questions throughout the game. We were doing this last night of football. Had a great time with everyone in the chat room. So be ready to answer. We're ready for the tip-off. Megan Scott in the circle for the Pioneers against Kawamba. Ball is in the air and taken by Central Methodist. Controlled by Nichols. Nichols goes down low to Mezinet. Nice little wraparound pass. The shot is missed. Scott with the rebound. Pioneers are going to get their first chance on offense. Gooch racing up the floor. Gets it to Sargent. Sargent now working to her left. Goes to Gonzalez. They're looking for Scott in the post. They feed the post. Oh, try to pass underneath into a double team. Ill-advised pass by Megan Scott. That's going to be a turnover taken away by the defense of Central Methodist. And now we're going to have a whistle underneath. This is going to be on Megan Scott. Well, it's funny, we were just talking about this pregame. That Megan Scott, she's got to be careful. They just love calling the fouls on the bigs. Here's a drive. Baseline layup is up. Too strong, no good. Long rebound tapped out. Mackenzie Lowe able to corral it for the Pioneers. Now Gooch up the floor for the Pioneers. In the paint, stops, pops, won't fall, but right into the waiting arms of Scott. Her follow is up and good. Pioneers claim their early lead at 2-0 here in the beginnings of the first quarter. Screen comes out. Little wraparound pass. They get it to Kawamba. Kawamba's going to try and drive around Scott. Brings it back left, kicks it out. Central Methodist is going to work it around the perimeter now. Nichols trying to create. She's down to 6 on her shot clock. Picked up her dribble. In trouble now. They've got to pass it up top. Spiegel, and I'm sorry if I'm getting that name wrong. Here's a shot clock violation. It's going to be a turnover on CMU. So ball back to the Pioneers. Now the Pioneers have to be aware because the press is on. They're able to get it into Gooch. Gooch going to try and bring it up the floor. Single person backcourt pressure with Pulling. And Gooch brings it across, but Pulling not leaving her. They go to Gonzalez. Gonzalez up top to Low. Now CMU is trying to jump the passing lane. We got another foul call. This is going to be on Kawamba. Now Gooch inbounding for the Pioneers along the sideline. Able to get that into Sargent. Sargent, the freshman, goes left side, throws it away. Ball's loose on the floor. Sargent trying to pick it up, still loose. Body's flying everywhere. And now we're going to have a foul called, rightfully so, I think in her frustration. I'm just going to say it was frustration. Spiegel threw an elbow right at Sargent after they had gotten tangled up. An official chasing the play down saw it. It's a frustration foul. You're never thrilled when you have bodies draped all over you. So Gooch is going inbound for the Pioneers. Gets it in Scott. Scott back to Gooch. Gooch couldn't catch it cleanly for a shot. So she's going to work to her right. They get it to Sargent. Sargent open for three on the way. Oh, too strong, no good. But the rebound to Gonzalez. Now back to Sargent. Sargent underneath to Scott. High pass. Scott able to corral. Now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to drive baseline. Spins. Gets it to Scott. Scott puts it down. 2 dribbles. Drops it off. Now an offensive foul will be called on Megan Scott. And so the ball's going to go back to CMU. That is the second foul on Scott, and we've played for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So that's super terrible for Scott, who's already in foul trouble. Anna Ralston checks in. No bueno. Now Spiegel up the floor. Again, if you're watching the live stream, hit the chat room. Nobody has said a word yet. Starting to hurt my feelings. It's like nobody's listening. Oh, here's a shot. Nice. A scoop shot underneath. This by Michelle Nichols. And there's the first 2 points for CMU. Gooch coming up the floor. They're trying to jump the passing lanes. They go to Lowe. Lowe hands it back off with Gooch. Back to Lowe. Over the top of the defense. Layup. Right side. Up and good. Great movement between Gooch and Lowe. There's Spiegel up the floor. Hands the ball off. Gets it to Pulling. Pulling working to her left. Has Lowe on her on a switch. That's speed advantage, I'd say, to Pulling. Now they drive, dish it off along the baseline and right around Ralston. Able to hit was Avanda Kuwamba. We're tied up at 4. Ralston has it top of the key. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Left side. Lowe's coming up to set the screen. Gonzalez looking to create. Takes a shot. Contested. Too strong. No good. Ralston not able to secure the rebound. CMU hasn't. The Pioneers defense racing back. Now here's another drive. Able to get around Sargent. Layup up. No good. Rebounded by Sargent this time. Messinat had the first step, but just couldn't hit. Now Lowe underneath. Great feed from Gooch, and Lowe comes up with 2 points. There we go. Now we've got some people talking in the chat room. Good. It's always nice to know that we're actually on and it's working. Now here's a shot. Not a shot, I'm sorry, a pass across the court. It was out of bounds. Last touch by CMU. Almost had to bail out as I was coming for my head. So shout out to all of you who are watching. I know that there are 2 Pioneer super fans who are watching right now. They're not able to talk in the chat room, but that would be my daughters. So Lana and Caitlin, much love from Dad. They wanted a shout out, so I had to make sure I got them one. Gonzalez now, 3, top of the key, no good off the left side. Rebounded by CMU, and again, the Pioneer defense needs to race back because CMU coming full speed up the floor. Pulling tries a 3. A little short off the front of the rim, taken by Gonzalez, and then she throws it away. Turnover on the Pioneers, a block by Gonzalez. Boy, there's just stuff happening all over the place. I can't talk fast enough. Here's a shot, no good. Rebounded by Lowe. All right, let's all just catch our breaths here. What do we say? So Gooch with the ball coming up the floor for the Pioneers. Austinson into the game for the Pioneers on that last dead ball. Now Gooch gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez couldn't handle it cleanly. It takes her out of bounds. So with that, Gonzalez is going to take a seat. Trayshawn Smith has come into the game. So Smith with her first minutes of the afternoon. So we've got a Fort Myers, Florida checking in. All right. Oh, and an Olathe. That's right. All right, CMU slowing the pace on this possession, if only for just a moment. Trying to create a Spiegel. Now kicks it up top to Pulling. Pulling, looking. Takes it back to the side to Nichols. Nichols now going to try and create. Ralston picks her up on the switch. Ooh, Nichols picked up her dribble. Now they feed it underneath. Good position was Kuwamba. And now, good luck official. A lot of bodies touching that ball. They're going to say last touch by the Pioneers. Kuwamba with a good step. Not able to hit the layup. 20 seconds on the shot clock now. Inbounding from the baseline is Pulling. Long pass out into the hands of Messinat. Good crossover. Austinson stays home. Shot, top of the key. That's short. Missed everything. And now, because it was a rebound, it went down right into the waiting hands of Kuwamba. Her only problem was her right foot was out of bounds. So it's going to be a ball back to the Pioneers. The press is on. Austinson sees it, heading back to help in the backcourt. They go to Austinson. Now to Gooch. Always want the ball in the steady hands. Michaela Gooch. Defense all over, back and forth. Gooch has it, steps back. 3 on the way, short, no good. Ralston keeps it alive, but throws it right to CMU. And quickly down the floor is Pulling, now pulls it back out. Didn't take it to the rim. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols goes across court over to Spiegel. Spiegel's going to try and drive in the paint. Up and under, little scoop shot, no good. Ralston with the rebound. And now a foul is going to be called, and this is going to be foul trouble for CMU, as this will be the second for Kuwamba here in the first quarter. Again, Megan Scott for the Pioneers, already on the bench with 2 fouls. Now Kuwamba picking up her second personal. And they will have Leah Johnson checking in for Kuwamba. The press is still on. They get it in again to Austinson. Gooch gets freed up. The rest of the defense backs off. They're leaving it as Gooch and Pulling one-on-one as Gooch brings it up the floor. Pioneers had a design play. It didn't happen, though. Now a whistle away from the ball. 3 seconds called on Mackenzie Lowe underneath. She humbly disagrees. As you'll notice, Mackenzie Lowe is playing with a mask on, so she can pretty much say anything she wants and no one's going to know. I think I saw that mask moving. I think she had some words. Now here's a block by the Pioneers, but able to get the follow. Was Messinat, and she is able to hit for 2. This ties the game at 6. Austinson ahead of the field, driving down the floor. Foul is going to be called. This will be on the floor. And let's see who they're going to call. They're going to call Messinat for the foul. If you're a CMU fan, if I am absolutely destroying her name, please let me know. It's one of the great features of this chat room. If I'm killing someone's name, people are normally letting me know, kindly, so you don't hurt my feelings. Now Smith drives, little floater, no good, off the left side. Rebounded by CMU. Smith's going to try and slow him down in the backcourt. Hard to do, pulling is quick. They're going to feed it down low to Johnson. Johnson in the paint, spins, Ralston sends it back. Gets her own follow, and now here's the miss. Great defense by Anna Ralston underneath, playing big. Now there's a dive. Spiegel just coming in with the clothesline, really. They're going to call the push. He was trying to reach in and knock the ball free from Michaela Gooch, and already the Pioneers are shooting free throws with 3:28 remaining in the first quarter. The team foul situation favoring the Pioneers at the moment. So Gooch is at the line to shoot 2 in this tie ball game at 6 apiece. Gooch, one of the steady hands from the free throw line. Got the first one. I didn't want to say that too loud. I didn't want to jinx it, which I've done before. As the chat room made sure to point out during our last game. I was talking about Jalen Irvin and how much she'd improved on free throws, and then she missed the next 3, and I caught a hard time for that. Everyone blamed me, and rightfully so. It was absolutely my fault. CMU up the floor. Messinat working to her right. They're trying to free Johnson up underneath. Instead, they skip past it, go across the floor to Savannah Lang, who has checked in the game. Now 3, top of the key, long board, and controlled by Mackenzie Lowe. So the Pioneers with it. Gooch racing up the center of the floor. Couldn't find Ralston. They go to Smith. Now they got Ralston. Ralston along the baseline. Up top to Lowe. High-low action. 16-footer, no good for Mackenzie Lowe. Sargent swooping in, but couldn't keep it alive for the Pioneers. Look at the chat room. He's got my back.
Oh, wow.
Look at Keegan. Oh, that's travel. Absolutely. Saw that. Savannah Long. She wanted to turn around and spin it backwards and pass it to the point guard, but the point guard hadn't crossed half court yet, so that back foot just kept dragging until it was too late.
I think Keegan should say something about the
Keegan, you might want to show some love to the producer, the guy filling in for you today-ish. He's a little hurt right now.
maybe the production guy.
Little wounded. Pioneers with it, working to the left. Smith has it, full head of steam. Oh, boy, goes underneath. Great pass to Lowe. Spins, fires short off the left side. Credit to Johnson, who was able to recover on defense and force that miss. Now Johnson underneath again. Trying to muscle up on Ralston, and they call the offensive foul. And I know I've said this before. Offensive fouls, I think, are the toughest ones to call. On that play, there was contact. I personally would not have called that. Don't get me wrong, I mean, favored MNU, but I wouldn't have called that. She didn't lower the shoulder. There was just contact. Now, if she had dipped the shoulder and barreled in, absolutely, that's an offensive foul. Didn't do that on that play. But, that's just me. They don't pay me for my opinion just to talk nonsense. Gooch with it for the Pioneers. Goes up top to Ralston. Back to Gooch. She's going to take that 3. Doesn't look good. Oh, but she banks it home. I'm going to say that thing looked like it was to the left. Well, it was left, but it hits the backboard and goes in. Pioneers enjoying a 5-point lead, their largest lead of the afternoon. Here's a drive. Long pass. 3 on the way. The answer for CMU, and they've got it. And Pulling able to knock down the 3-point shot. So the quick answer by CMU on Gooch's 3. Gooch driving in amongst the trees, kicks it out. Smith open for 3, going to take it. No good. Boy, that one was close. That one I couldn't tell. Johnson with the rebound for CMU. Nichols has the ball at the top. Well, they got to get real careful. There's been a lot of pushing with the off arms. Ball gets knocked free. I'm going to credit Sargent with that steal. It's picked up by Gooch. The Pioneers down the floor. Oh, down low. Johnson, a lot of contact, no call. Yeah. Ralston getting a lot of heat from the bench. They didn't like that pass. Now Lowe's going to take a seat. Nockbar checks in her first minutes of the day. All right, now Lang bringing it up the floor for CMU. I think these are new unis for CMU this year. I gotta say, I like them. I like them. I don't recall these last year. I thought they looked different. I'm a uniform dork. I'm sorry. Like, bear with me. Yeah. Trying to send it down low. Foul's going to be called. This is going to be on Jordan Nockbar. That's an unfortunate foul as the Eagles were deep on their shot clock, and the Pioneers seemed to have them pinned down. It's a little bit of a bailout there. CMU is going to inbound from the sideline. And they're able to get it in to Lang. Lang working left. Kicks it into the corner. Pulling, contested three, sends it, no good. Taken by Smith, and Smith is off to the races. Boy, and Smith just got checked, no call. Oh my. It looked like there was a bump and a reach in, but nothing got the officials to blow their whistle until it goes out of bounds off Smith. So unfortunate turnover for the Pioneers. Smith now going to make them think about it in the backcourt. We're coming down to the end of the first quarter. Game clock and shot clock are separated by just a second. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. And they're just going to hold here for as close to the last shot as they can get. Spiegel with it. Has Johnson ready to set that screen if he works to her left. There they go. There's the screen. There's the roll. Smith stays home. Good defense. They couldn't get anyone freed up for the three. Nichols going to try in the paint. Able to bank it home with 2 seconds left. And now, whoa. What happened there? Whistle blew before the clock had expired. The Pioneers had 3 seconds left. Yeah, it's enough time to get a heave off, but we're tied up at 11 here in what will likely be the last play of the first quarter. So they're going to put 2.1 on the clock. It stopped with 1 second left. They put it at 2.1. The Pioneers are going to inbound. They still have 3/4 of the court to go. So again, I'd say just inbound and call this good, but that's just me. Gooch with it. Heaves at the buzzer. Looks good. Oh, again. That was close. That was way closer than it should have been. Just a little short. It was on line, but just a hair underthrown. So we'll be back in about 60 seconds. Keegan, you're bad. That's from the producer. Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to start the second quarter.
Thank you for the donation, though.
There we go. The Pioneers will begin the second quarter with the ball. Gooch has it, brings it across half court. Goes to Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe spins, gets it to Ralston. Ralston looking underneath. Couldn't find Lowe. Now we're going to have a whistle away from the ball as Mackenzie Lowe's progress was impeded by the defender. So a personal foul is called. This on Leah Johnson.
That's her second first team foul.
So the Pioneers will be inbounding from the baseline. They'll have 22 seconds left on their shot clock once they get it in. They get it to Ralston. Ralston, needs to spin and get that to Gooch. Passes tip, but Gonzalez able to chase it down. Gonzalez drives, spins, gets it out to Lowe. Lowe is stuck. Now Gooch with it around Lowe. Three on the way. Got it! Oh, boy, there were two hands in her face, and Gooch still able to knock down the three-point shot. Pulling with it for CMU. Johnson wanted it in the post, now comes out for the screen. Pioneers double team pulling. She's trapped along the side and taken away, wrestled away by Anna Ralston. Pioneers off to the races. They have an advantage. Oh, layup no good. Gonzalez. Oh, Gonzalez appears hurt. No, just rattled. Gets up, heading back a little slowly. So now CMU has the numbers until Gonzalez can get back into play. She does. Here's the drive. And the layup is up and good from the left side. I'd say it's a wise move by Sargent not coming over and contesting because only a foul is going to develop from that. So the Pioneers up one, 14-13. Both sides picking up the pace a little bit, at least in the early goings here of the second quarter. Great pass down low, too low. She spins, fires, no good. Only hit the backboard. Tried to spin away from the double team when it came and just didn't get the shot that she wanted. Now CMU steps out, screen, pulling, driving in the paint, trying to split the defender, and travel is called. And I think that's actually correct. I did see the extra step, and I didn't see anything that resembled a foul. So great job by the Pioneer defense. Pulling wants a foul, but I think that was a good non-call. Substitution made by CMU that caused the delay. Now, that was close to a turnover. Savannah Lang almost came up with the steal. Gooch has it. And now Lang's going to be called for the personal. Gooch came back the other direction, and Lang and Peter are just, they kind of connected, I don't know, really hip to hip, and the foul is called. Producer, we've got a question for you in the chat room if you want to do any research. I only know CMU as the Eagles. Do you know of them as the Runnin' Eagles? Oh, here's a steal. Lang on her way down. It's Lang and Sargent 1-on-1. Lang tries a wraparound pass, but it goes to no one. Now, if she had been able to get that ball to Messinet, who was down running with her, that would have been an assist for the highlight reel. Heck of a wraparound pass. Just a little too far ahead of her intended target. Now Gooch bringing it up the floor after the Pioneers turnover. Gooch working left. Takes the three again. Oh, too strong. That was close. Oh, now tripped up. Ball's on the deck. Everyone's okay. Pioneers racing back. Spiegel able to come up with it. Kawamba is back in the game. Worth noting with two fouls. Now they're going to wave this off. Foul is going to be on the floor. This is going to be on Jordan Gonzalez. Smith comes in. Sargent takes a seat. CMU will be inbounding from their baseline. Able to get the ball into Messinet. Messinet drives baseline, pops it from 11 feet out, no good. Smith skies for the rebound. Smith is not the tallest person out there, but boy, she got up there for that rebound. Throws a great pass to Gooch. Gooch reverse lap, get in there, no good. That would have been nice. Nichols with the rebound, and here come the Eagles. 2-on-1 break, down the floor, mishandled by Kawamba. And she's able to save it. Boy, I thought she was in a world of trouble along the baseline. But they keep the possession alive for CMU. CMU driving, dishing. Three on the way, blocked by Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe absolutely blocked that three-point shot. Nichols with the attempt, not able to get it over the outstretched hands. Now we have a whistle away from the ball. Let's see who they call this on. I didn't see it. This is going to be on Michelle Nichols underneath. And with that, the coach of CMU would like to talk things over. So a 30-second timeout on the floor. We have 7:05 remaining here in the first half. It is 14-13 in favor of the Pioneers. And our camera getting a little wonky over there and trying to look at the bench. Okay, so here's our first question of the day. We posed this last night. This was a lot of fun. Your favorite game viewing snack. If you're going to sit down and watch a game, whether it be your favorite Pioneers or a local sports team, professional, college, or otherwise, what's your snack? Everyone in the chat room, answer.
I gotta go with a hot dog.
You're going with what?
Hot dog.
Hot dogs. We have a vote for hot dogs. If you're in the chat room, what is your game day snack of choice? So I was bragging last night, which I do a lot, right? I make a great queso dip. My spicy queso dip is absolutely my go-to game day snack. So I want you in the chat room, if you're listening, let me know your favorite game day snack. Pioneers inbounding from the baseline. Long pass out to Smith. Smith kind of got left open. She wants that three. Oh, now she's a little jab step. She's going to take a shot inside the three-point line. No good. Back tap. Gets to Gooch. Credit to Ralston. Ralston underneath. The double team comes. And it's knocked off of Ralston and out of bounds. So last touch by the Pioneers. Yeah, Ralston spun inside. She was not going to be denied that attempt. Unfortunately, got knocked out of her hands, hit her leg, and out of bounds it goes. So now Spiegel up the floor, works it over to Nichols. Nichols working to her right. Nichols picks it up, 18 feet out, has to pass it back out. Now sets the screen. They go away from the screen. There's a drive inside. What a scoop shot. Difficult layup hit by Spiegel. Yeah, that was an impressive shot. 15-14, CMU has reclaimed the lead. Now Smith with it for the Pioneers. She's going to take that same shot. Got it this time. About 17 feet out, knocks down the two-point shot. Pioneers back on top, back and forth we go here in the second quarter. Now whistle blown. The official didn't like the shot clock, thought it had begun too early before the inbound pass. So we will go from 25 seconds up to 28. That is the reason for the stop in action. Gives the players a chance to catch their breath. That's never a bad thing. Austinson returns for the Pioneers. Now Lang inbounding for CMU. Able to get that in. Gets it to the hands of Spiegel. Spiegel has it top of the key. The Pioneers jumping into a zone defense. Keep that in mind, Kawamba. Back to Poling. Long cross-court pass. Pioneers couldn't get there. They go down low. Ball's knocked free. Ralston takes it away. I think it was Lowe that broke up the pass. Ralston with the grab. Gonzalez, long pass. Austinson in the paint. Layup left side, up and good. What a take by Austinson. Well, there we go. There's our answer. See, the running Eagles is Life University in Georgia. They are the running Eagles. Thank you, Keegan. All right, now the Eagles working it around the perimeter. This zone defense is causing a little havoc. See how long the Pioneers stay in it. There's always a hole in the zone defense, but it takes the team a while to find it. Now they drive, drop it off down low. Kawamba with it. Straight up, Pioneers. Blocked by Ralston. Ball is free, taken away by Smith. Great work down low. Now ahead to Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe wisely going to slow things down. Hits a cutting Ralston. Layup up, no good, but she's fouled. Ralston will go to the line. You always reward the big who is running and trailing the play.
That's your third personal. Fourth team foul.
Say again?
Keep it right there, Will.
No, you're talking to the cameraman, not me. Gotcha. All right, Ralston now at the line. She's going to shoot two. First, on its way, fall in there. Oh, my goodness, did everything but drop. Every surface but the net. I like that. That's true. It hit the rim and the backboard, no net. Second one won't fall. That one just dribbles off the right side. So 0 for 2 was Ralston at the line. Unfortunate for the Pioneers. Ball's free, taken by Mackenzie Lowe. Jordan Gonzalez has come back in the game. Now to Austinson. Back to Gonzalez. She's going to take that three. On its way. Looks good. Is good. Gonzalez knocks down the three-point shot. This lineup right now for MNU playing well together as they've, like I said, slipped into that zone defense. And they've got it going. Now Kawamba gets freed up underneath. Lowe comes over to help with the double team. Long pass out. Three on the way. No good. Ball battered around, and Austinson comes down with it for the Pioneers. Smith turns, sees no one on her. Getting some speed, and now a foul away from the ball. This is going to be on Anna Ralston. I was looking at, I was able to see Lowe underneath. It didn't look like it's me. Well, that's because it was on Ralston. So, personal foul on Anna Ralston. Ball back to the Eagles. So just the first personal on Ralston. Second team foul, as we have about 4 minutes, 10 seconds left before halftime. 21-15, Pioneer lead, but as we've seen, CMU can shoot right back in this. Here's a three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Lang underneath. Her follow, no good. Ball battered around. Kawamba comes with it. Her follow, up and good. Able to get that over the outstretched hands of Anna Ralston. Now a bad inbound pass, and it's taken away by the Eagles. They're going to have another chance. Pulling in the corner, three on the way, no good. Long rebound. They're going to say last touch by CMU. Out of bounds it goes. And with that turnover on the inbound pass, that is all it takes to get Gooch off the bench and back into the game. Got to watch those inbound passes. So the press is still on for CMU. Austinson and Gooch in the backcourt. And they're trying to deny Gooch, so Gonzalez is going to bring this up the floor for the Pioneers. Gets it across half court. Long pass to Austinson. Boy, don't say that name too fast. You'll mess it up. Believe me, I know. Lowe's going to try a three. Too strong. Missed everything. Taken by CMU. Ill-advised shot by Mackenzie Lowe. Massanet up the floor. Screen comes from Massanet. Brings it back right side to Nichols. Nichols up top to Poling. Poling, great move. Oh, got Gonzalez in the air. Drives, pops in the paint, and it falls. That was a heck of a play by Poling. The Pioneers quickly ahead. They get it to Austinson. Long pass to the top to Gooch. CMU wanted to travel, didn't get it. They go down low to Mackenzie Lowe. Her shot up and good. Gooch to Lowe. Working well. 23-19. So what?
Stay low, Mackenzie Lowe.
Yeah. Slowing the pace, but just for a moment is Massanet. And Massanet still working. Austinson picks her up. Gets it to Poling. Poling has it behind the three-point line. Gooch has her, going to force her baseline. Poling double teamed, steps through, kicks it, top of the paint. Three on the way, no good. Ball being battered around. Lang able to come down with it, keeps it alive for CMU. Kicks it out, three on the way, and that's good. Coach Lewis screaming for a foul call. Didn't get it. Or not a foul call, I'm sorry, a travel call. So 23-22. I told you CMU can shoot their way right back into this game. Pioneers go down low. Ralston again. Her layup won't fall. Did everything but drop. Bounced twice on the rim and fell off the left side. Pioneers got to get back. Now CMU with momentum. Their shot on the way. No good. Nobody boxed out Kawamba. She hits the rebound and the follow. And now CMU quickly reclaiming the lead. Coach Lewis of the Pioneers wants to talk things over. I don't think this is so much to talk to his team, but to talk to the official who didn't make that travel call that he desperately wanted. So just a 30-second timeout here on the floor. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to keep it right here with 1:52 remaining here in the second quarter. I'm still not seeing the question I posed. Your favorite game day snacks? No one? No one? Come on, chat room. Where you at? It's the weekend. We're watching sports. Why not think about food? It's kind of what I do on the regular anyway. You okay over there, producer? Is this, what, hashtag camera people problems?
Hashtag camera guys. Hashtag no consistency.
Well, yeah, that too. All right, Gonzalez is going to inbound for the Pioneers. Gonzalez, Gooch, and Austinson are your backcourt to break this press. Austinson receives, gets it to Gooch. Gooch heading up the floor. Again, the Pioneers now trailing by one. They were up by 6 a moment ago. Ralston, skip pass. Austinson, three on the way in the corner. Got it! That was a great play coming out of that timeout. Designed play, and it worked well. And now Poling gets it underneath. Shot is up, fouled. Kawamba able to hit the difficult layup. Had Ralston draped all over. Ralston commits the foul.
That's her second personal.
And with that, Jalen Irvin is going to check in for the Pioneers. Ralston takes a seat. We have a vote for wings in the chat room. Wings as an option for game day snack. Always a good decision. Birdman in the background, whooping away. That's too strong, no good. Rebound controlled by Mackenzie Lowe. So we're tied up now, 26. 1:20 left. Austinson has a lot of room in front, but wow, credit to the CMU defense. Closed in on her quickly. So the Pioneers working the ball around. Gonzalez with it. Lang picks her up. Try to pass. She can't touch that. The officials didn't call anything. 2 points for Massanet. Anywho, all right, Lowe with it. The Pioneers trailing by 2. Under a minute remains in the second quarter. They go to Lowe down underneath. She spins, fires it out to Gooch. Gooch going to drive baseline. Lost handle on the ball. Nichols picks it up for CMU. Gooch has to chase down the play. They're going to try and beat her down the floor. Here's a shot, left side, up and good. Difficult layup. That was made by Messinat, who's really picking it up here in the second quarter. Oh, my daughter's in the chat room. Look out now. Caitlin wants chicken tenders with teriyaki, fries, dessert, ice cream. There's a vote for nachos. Shot missed by the Pioneers. They're trailing by 4. CMU's going to have a chance to extend their lead going into halftime, as this quarter has really gotten away from the Pioneers in the late stages. Kawamba drives. Shot is up. Low got a piece. High off the glass. No good. Can they hit the following time? No, but the whistle's blown. They're going to call a foul at the buzzer. Until my daughter has Buffalo Wild Wings on her mind. An official sponsor of her soccer team, so Lord knows we go there enough. So Michelle Nichols is at the line. No time on the clock. They're going to let her have it all to herself. Actually, they're going to go to the replay. I think they want to see if the foul came before or after the buzzer. Again, by my naked eye, I do believe the foul was called before time expired. So we're going to see what they come up with. Again, right now, the Pioneers trailing by 4. No time left on the clock. That could change. Oh, there's my oldest. She wants ice cream. Ice cream is a good game day snack as well. All right, so they're going to put .5 on the clock, and going to the line, it's going to be Michelle Nichols.
Where was the hand? Which one did you call?
Fouls on number 45, Jalen Irvin.
So Irvin called for the personal.
Fourth team foul.
It's fun having the coaches in front of us.
You can lie to me. I don't care.
Line them all you want to. Nichols' first attempt on the way. Falls through, gets the bounce right off the front of the rim. And dribbles on in.
Oh, Birdman's here.
Yeah, Birdman's here. Birdman going, Ryan Robinson.
That's something I'm doing.
Boom. Second one good as well. That's going to do it for the first half. So again, the end of that quarter got away from the Pioneers. We're going to finish at 32-26 as we head into the break. We're going to set the clock for 15 minutes. Go ahead and come back in about 13. We'll bring you all the first half stats and talk things over, talk more about food, tell people not to lie to us. It's going to be great. So, everyone, set your clocks for 13 minutes and we'll be right back. in the right. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got a little under 3 minutes remaining here in halftime. Getting your score starting in the third quarter, 32-26 in favor of the visiting CMU Eagles. Going to take a look at our stats. If you look at your screen here, both teams shooting right at 37% from the floor. Pioneers shooting a little better behind the three-point line at 33%. Free throws, Pioneers only 50%. You don't want that. You really want to be 65 and above. Right at 66% for CMU. A couple stats that stuck out to me. The rebounds in favor of the Eagles. Points in the paint greatly favor the Eagles, and that's kind of where we are in the difference in this game. And then points off turnovers also favoring the Eagles, so that says a lot. Players to watch here in the second half. Over for the Pioneers, Michaela Gooch leading the way right now. She's got 8 points, 3 assists, and 1 board. And then over for the CMU Eagles, taking a look, we've got Messinat. She's already at 9 points, 3 boards, and 2 steals in this game. So just so that everybody knows, the men will be playing after this. The CMU Eagles men's team, Pioneers men's, will start approximately 4 o'clock. Normally when this game concludes, they just set the clock for 20 minutes. If it's a few minutes before, it's a few minutes behind 4 o'clock. That's when it's going to start. Normally about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Again, I see people in the chat room. Thank you so much. And if anyone wants to send me food, I never turn down that idea. See, yeah, now we got people. We got somebody hungry now in the chat room. Yeah, see all this food talk. Actually, I just had to stop and get fast food on the way here. I wasn't going to call this game famished. That would just be unfortunate. Hopefully you guys are liking this chat room feature, though, and the free streaming service. It's a service we're really happy to be able to bring to you here in these very strange Rona-fueled times. If you're looking at your screen, if you look at the bottom, you're going to see a little yellow box. It's got a little $sign on it. You know, we're bringing you this for free. Normally it's a paid service, but we're happy to do it now. If you feel led to maybe throw a few dollars our way to help with the cost of bringing you these services, and if you saw the equipment that we have to use to do this, you'd understand. Trust me, it doesn't go to the guy who just runs his mouth. But if you are feeling led to donate, then we would really appreciate your help. Just click the little yellow $sign, follow yourself through the steps, and please help out the athletic programs if you feel led to do so. So that's where we are. We're getting ready to start the third quarter. Both teams in their final huddles. The officials are ready. We're going to get this game underway. Pioneers trailing by 6. Again, they had all the momentum there for a while, but CMU came storming back with a few minutes left in the second quarter, and that's the story of the first half. CMU is going to start with the ball, I do believe. They will inbound from the sideline as play is ready to resume. Lowe, Gooch, Gonzalez, Sargent, and Scott on the floor for the Pioneers. Remember, Scott missed a lot of time due to fouls in the first half, so she is back in the game, see if she can make her presence felt. Spiegel bringing the ball up the floor for the Pioneers. The Pioneers look like they're going into that zone defense, and there for a little bit, it was giving CMU fits. Now CMU, see if they can beat it quickly. No good. Ball battered around. Controlled by CMU. Messinat with it. Stops in the paint. Shot, and it drops. So that was a good shot in the paint. More points in the paint. And again, that was a stat we really focused on at halftime. Add 2 more. Now Lowe goes underneath the Scott. Too high. That was a questionable decision by Lowe. Now, there's the drive by Columba. She's not able to hit. And Poling not able to keep the ball alive. It goes out of bounds. The Pioneers are fortunate. And now Lowe's going to take a seat. Ralston onto the floor. Yeah, Lowe is frustrated today. And now Coach Lewis wants to talk things over. Apparently the first 49 seconds, or no, 51 didn't go, 41, whatever. It didn't go the way that he wanted. So this is just a full timeout on the floor. Just a full timeout. This is a full timeout. I will have to try and talk a little bit. So with the free streaming service that we're giving here, it's on YouTube. And if YouTube hears licensed songs playing in the background, they'll flag our broadcast. Not that we're trying to use that for anything other than just entertainment for the people in attendance, as where family members are allowed in here for seeing the game. And so Coach Lewis really laying into the squad over in the huddle. Man, he's fired up. And to my daughter who is looking for the donate button, you don't need to worry about the donate button. Not for you, child person. All right, Gonzalez is going to inbound. The press is on, so Sargent coming back to help Gooch get the ball inbounded. And Gonzalez, Gooch are the two primary ball carriers. Ooh, CMU able, wow, forced it to Scott. Scott right back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez crosses it to Gooch, and Gooch able to bring it across half court. Now Sargent's going to try a three. Looks to the right. It is right. Controlled by CMU. Too many Pioneers are chasing after that rebound. CMU has some numbers, but slowing the pace. Now Messnat drives, tries to dish it through, gets it to the corner to Poling. Three on the way, and she's got it. Largest lead of the day. Now Sargent ahead of the field, gets the ball knocked out of her hands. It's going to stay with the Pioneers. Now the Pioneers, were able to get down the court quickly. Only 4 seconds off of their shot clock. Long pass into Ralston to Gonzalez. Gonzalez wide open. Three on the way. No good. That's what we call in the business too wide open. She was too wide open for that one. That's when you have too much time to think about it. Now they feed the post to Kwamba. Kwamba trying to get around Scott. Scott got a piece of that. That's absolutely a block. Last touch by CMU. And it's going to be ball back to the Pioneers. The press still on. Scott is right at half court. They get it into Sargent. Sargent brings it up the floor. Mezzanat awaits her. Now spins and fires it to Gooch. And Gooch with it. Picked up her dribble. Goes to Scott in the high post. Scott's just going to spin, fire. 17 feet out and got it. So Megan Scott gets the Pioneers some points here in the third quarter. Desperately needed. The lead is now 9 for CMU. So what? Oh, and there's 10 seconds. CMU could not get the ball across half court in the allotted 10 seconds. Good defense by the Pioneers. Sorry, I kind of lowered my head to take a look at the screen, thinking they had it, but no, the Pioneers just stood them up. Some good turnover. Pioneers get that into Gooch. Again, trying to now cut into the 9-point lead. There we go. Gooch has it. Down low to Scott. Scott in the post. Double team comes. And good help side defense by Mezzanat. Will get credited with the block. Sends it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Pioneers. They're going to have 15 on their shot clock when they inbound from their baseline. Sargent into Gooch. Gooch has it. Works left around the Ralston screen. Takes the three. Too strong. A lot of Pioneers in the area. They can't secure it. Now they got to race back. Because CMU down ahead of the field. And they're going to say last touch by CMU. Poling disagrees. Poling and Gooch were in a foot race trying to get back as CMU was trying the long outlet pass. So Smith comes onto the floor for the Pioneers. Sargent takes a seat. Gonzalez inbounding. Gets it to Smith. CMU is really trying to deny Gooch the ball. Here comes the double team. Long pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, three on the way. Got it. The Pioneers definitely have some shooters on the floor right now, so if they get left open, you like their chances. Now the Pioneers are going to throw on some backcourt pressure. Gonzalez and Gooch looking for the trap. Now they've got to get back. CMU able to break it. Long pass over to Spiegel. Spiegel down low to Kwamba. Kwamba has a step on Scott, spins, kicks it back out. Taken by Gonzalez. Now it's Gonzalez in a foot race down the left side of the floor. Expecting contact. Contact comes, no call made, but out of bounds, last touch by Mezzanat of CMU. So that looked like a lot of contact, but nothing. So now Smith will be inbounding from the baseline. Pioneers trailing by 6. Cutting into it. They get it to Gooch. Gooch, 3 on the way. Got it! Nothing but the bottom of the cup for Gooch. And again, the Pioneers showing that 3/4 court press. Looking for the trap. They're able to get that ahead to Pulling. Pulling has it. Underneath to Kawamba. Kawamba, long pass. 3 on the way. No good. That should have been over the back. Nothing called. Scott able to secure the rebound for the Pioneers. Now Gooch bringing it up the floor. The Pioneers trailing by 3. Smith has it. Ralston sets a screen. Kawamba picks her up on the shift. Dishes it out. Worked around. Gonzalez for 3. Got it! And with that, the Pioneers all the way back and have tied the game up at 37. This game has been a lot of momentum switches. And now, just kind of loose and out of control. Mezenat never really had control of the ball. Just dribbles here, there, and yonder as she was getting battered around underneath. The ball goes out of bounds, back to the Pioneers. And I don't think she had enough control of the ball for the officials to really look hard at calling a foul. She was just kind of out of control the whole time. Now Smith with it for the Pioneers. Hands it off to Gooch. Gooch working to her left. Has it top of the key around the screen again. Takes a shot 17 feet out. No good. She was too close. So Gooch not able to connect. Now CMU going to try and outrun the Pioneer defense. Here's a shot. Foul is going to be on Ralston. And this is going to send Natalia Spiegel to the line. It's going to be the 3rd personal foul for Ralston. And with that, Spiegel's going to head to the line. Mackenzie Lowe getting ready to check back in with Ralston now having her 3rd personal. All right, first shot on its way. Spiegel lines it up, sends it. Nothing but net. She's going to have one more. CMU reclaims the lead just by 1 after the Pioneers have come roaring back here in the 3rd quarter. Shot on the way. Got them both. Spiegel has a very good-looking free throw. There's no question. Boy, that ball almost thrown away. Smith has it for the Pioneers. Dangerous. Drops it off with Gooch. Gooch trying to get it across half court. That she does. Gooch and Pulling down the floor. They go to Smith. Smith down low to Scott. Scott, great position. What a feed. What an entry pass by Smith. Scott hit it from the left side. Ties the game back up at 39. 3 on the way. Quick shot. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Smith quickly up the floor. Long pass ahead to Lowe. Lowe catches and hits it from the left side. Pioneers enjoying a 2-point lead now, 41-39. Heading down the floor. What a difficult shot. No good, though. That was a miss by Mezenat. Trying to hit that scoop shot. Gooch races up the floor. Double team comes. Ball's free. Gonzalez picks it up. To Scott. To Smith. Smith open for 3. No good, but right there to get the rebound is Lowe. Takes the contact and puts it in for 2. Second chance points for the Pioneers. Pioneers now extending their lead to 4, 43-39 with 4.5 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Second quarter, all CMU. 3rd quarter, all Pioneers. Shot on the way. 3 got left wide open and able to knock that down. That was Michelle Nichols. And now the coach of CMU has seen enough for the moment. Calls a timeout, just a 30-second timeout. So that was, as you can hear the assistant coach saying, good run, good run. That's correct. Good run by the Pioneers. Able to get them a 1-point lead. What do we have? Hit them. Replays. Check your screen. Coming up, here's a replay. There's Gonzalez's 3-point shot that tied the game up for the Pioneers. And now, even after that, the Pioneers continue to extend. Now that's 43-42. That was after it was tied up at 37 apiece. That is a good shot. See, they lined up perfectly for you. Except with that glitchy automated camera. All right, heading back onto the floor. 1-point lead for the Pioneers. 4:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Now CMU called this after the made basket, before the change of possession, so the Pioneers will be inbounding. You're going to have Gooch, Smith, and Austinson in the backcourt to get this across. They go to Smith. Smith spins, ready to take him one-on-one, going against Savannah Lang. Long pass ahead to Austinson. Austinson drives, spins, goes up top to Smith. Smith is going to drive all the way to the rim. Layup up and good on the right side. Great first step by Smith. Was able to get around the defender, and nobody rotated over to stop her. Now here's a long pass to get it to Kawamba. Kawamba spins, gets it back out to Pulling. Now they're going to slow things down are the Eagles. Pulling with it at the top, going against Smith one-on-one. This is her right side. Ball being worked around. Now driving baseline. They try and drop it off, and it's taken away. Gooch steps in front of that pass. Gooch has to be careful. A lot of bodies around her. Gets it to Austinson in the corner. Down low to Low. Low hits a cutting Scott. Layup right side. Won't fall. Kawamba with a long pass ahead. Gets it to Pulling. Pulling's going to slow up. The pass was tipped, but she was able to come down with it. It stopped momentum, though. Now a difficult shot on the other end made by Messinat. Wow. That was a hard shot. Pioneers now still just enjoying the 1-point lead. Gooch gets it across half court. Gooch still working. Gets it to Smith. Smith coming back left. Scott has position. That pass was either tipped. Was it tipped? I couldn't quite tell. And now Lowe's going to get called for a reach-in foul as she was just trying to impede the progress of that fast break. Now, okay, I couldn't tell if it was hit or just they weren't on the same page, but you're saying it was tipped. Okay. So that turnover was due to a tip pass. Gonzalez returns. Smith's going to get a breather. Mackenzie Lowe gets her second personal. Again, it stopped the fast break of CMU. They'll inbound from half court. They get it into Pulling. Gooch picks her up. Pioneers back in a man-to-man defense. They go down low to Lang. Lang turns, dishes it out, but to no one in particular. And Messinat not happy. She had a stern word for Lang on missing that pass. And after that, Lang's going to take a seat. Coming in is Michelle Nichols. Pioneers have to be ready. Here comes the press. They can't get lazy with the inbound pass. So the inbound pass was tipped out of bounds. The officials would like a new ball. That one was a little sweaty. It's the Rona change. Austinson to Gonzalez. Gonzalez got to get it across half court. She's got 3 seconds to do it, and she does. Now they get it to Austinson right side. Scott with the screen. Austinson goes the other way, has a step. Shot is blocked. Scott gets it, and a jump ball is going to be called. Man, they were quick on that jump ball call. I think Scott could have wrestled that away. And so the ball will stay with the Pioneers, but again, I hate that we now have to change the possession arrow. So to speak a language that my daughter understands, the personal foul in basketball, that's the cards in soccer. You get a card, you did something bad. You get a personal foul, you did something bad. Sports are sports. I can talk sports. All right. Yeah, that's the equivalent of a yellow card. Oh, boy, now here's another foul on the reach-in. CMU humbly disagrees with that. I think if Gooch hadn't gotten knocked to the floor, they wouldn't have called that.
That's her second.
So Massanet called for the personal. And with that, Gooch is – oh, I thought they were putting Gooch at the line. She went and stood the free throw line. That's just to get ready for the inbound. Like, wait, that's not right. Scott to Austinson. Back to Scott. Scott underneath, spins, gets it to Low. Low, layup right at the front of the rim and knocks it down for 2. Megan Scott, man, she is turning into one of those bigs. It's a great pass. Now Low pokes it free. Turnover. Pioneers not going to try and race down the floor. They're going to set up the half-court offense. Gooch just missed Low underneath. Now Gooch is going to try and drive. Driving all the way through. Gets it to Austinson. Back to Gooch. There we go. Scott in the post. Scott has it. Spins. Drops it off. Okay, and they're going to call the foul on CMU. The Pioneer bench was ready to explode if they called a offensive foul on Scott. Did you see Lewis? He half exploded, and then like, no, defensive foul, and he was okay. That was kind of funny. Yeah. It's like, it's okay, it's okay. So the foul was called on Nichols. A little too much contact with Scott underneath, so the Pioneers keep the ball. Austinson, 3 on the way. Got it! Austinson knocks it down from the corner. 50-44, the Pioneers back with that 6-point lead. Normally when they get to that 6, that's when everything falls apart. Seeing if they can break that down. Another skip pass cross court. Open shot on the way. No good. Misses, but Kawamba with the board. Now she kicks it out. Ball being worked around the perimeter. Trying to get space. 3 on the way. No good off the left. Lowe comes up with the rebound. Credit to Kawamba. She thought about jumping. It would have been an over-the-back foul if she had. She did not. Now Gooch with it for the Pioneers. The Pioneers trying to extend their lead, coming down to the end of the third quarter already. Fast quarter. Lowe's going to take a 3. Get it. Oh, no good off the left side. Austinson swoops in for the rebound, and a jump ball is called. So it's going to go back to CMU. The possession arrow will change, though. So the next one comes to the Pioneers. Nichols inbounds. I'm going to have no voice left for the second game today. I'm getting all excited in this game. We still have the men's game coming up. Now Kawamba with it. Kawamba working left. Kicks it out. Ball being worked around. Halfway through their shot clock. CMU's not able to get the shots they wanted. The Pioneers all over them, denying the 3. Here's a drive. Kawamba couldn't handle it clean. Her shot sent away. Mackenzie Lowe says, nay. Nay, you will not have this baseline jumper. 3 seconds left on the shot clock for CMU as they will inbound from the corner. Long pass. 2, 1. Shot on the way. No. They're calling a shot clock violation. Now, to her credit, Spiegel, was able to get a shot off, but it didn't draw rim. It only hit backboard. That does not reset the shot clock. So, a turnover by CMU. I'll say this, the Eagles do not appear to go to their bench much. They have maybe 2, 3 people who come in. It looks to me like the starters are getting a little tired out there. Pioneers have been playing very up-tempo. Gonzalez with it. Tries a pass to Scott. That was ill-advised. Scott did not have good position. So a turnover by the Pioneers. Pulling. Trying to draw CMU closer. Knocked away, taken by Austinson. Austinson down the floor, right side, expecting contact. Misses the layup. Gonzalez with the follow. She can't hit. Ball tipped around, saved by Austinson, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. So the Pioneers definitely didn't get what they wanted at the end of the third quarter, but disaster didn't completely strike as we still make it into the start of the fourth quarter, up by 6, 50-44 with 1 quarter of action remaining. So we're going to step away for 60 seconds, mainly just so I can get a drink, and then we'll be right back with the last quarter of action. All right, there we go. There we go. We're back. We're getting ready for the fourth quarter start. I'm talking over the music so YouTube doesn't flag us. So just bear with my incoherent rambling. Why do we keep playing this music? Oh, we had the drums in here. Where'd the drums go? Why did they leave? The drum line was here for like 5 minutes and then they left. You can't have woodwind instruments. I get that during the Rona time. Totally makes sense. Drums permissible. And they were here and gone. Lead. Again, the 6-point leads have not been safe for either squad tonight. Nobody able to pull away from the other as we now have 10 minutes left to decide this game. Oh, the cameras froze? Oh, if the cameras froze, we're sorry. But I think they're okay now. Lowe has it for the Pioneers and gets it to Smith. Smith to Gooch. Gooch, great move. Goes in the double team, drops it off of Smith. Smith going to try and create. 3 on the way. Oh, short, no good. Long rebound goes to Pulling. Eagles have time. They have the numbers. Great job by Austinson to chase down that play. Driving, baseline. Running right into Scott. Great move by Scott. Scott just stood there straight up. The offensive player initiated the contact. No call either way, and I think that was correct. Now, Smith got a little too fancy, and Pulling was able to take it away. So Smith, who then tried to reach in to stop the fast break, called for the personal foul. There was an on that contact as Scott just stood there. Like, I'm good. All right, the Eagles now, oh, man, they had Kawamba wide open and missed her. You got to wonder if CMU's going to start trying to loft those threes. They don't need to at this point. Now they go underneath. Good pump fake, but stuck in the paint. 3 seconds. There's the call. 3 seconds is going to be called on Michelle Nichols. And she was in good shape until she pulled up her dribble in the paint. Then it just took her too long to find somebody else. At that point, she was already doomed. Smith bringing it up the floor for the Pioneers. Picking her up is Spiegel. Smith quickly across half court. Here comes a double team. Long pass to Austinson in the corner. Austinson drives down, up, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for one more. Able to hit the layup, and she got whacked upside the dome. Yeah, she's definitely trying to knock the cobwebs out of her head. She's seeing stars right now. The foul was on Michelle Nichols, her third personal. And Austinson, they're kind of giving her just a moment to collect herself. She did take a good shot to the melon. Free throw on its way. Got it. So 3-point play for the Pioneers. 53-44 is your score. Pioneers throwing on a little backcourt pressure, just a little bit. Half-hearted. Going to make them think about it. CMU throwing it back and forth, trying to break this little press. That they do. Nichols drives, dishes. They go back up top. Now here's the three. Contested. Gonzalez was there. No good. Rebounded by Austinson. And Austinson just wrestles it away from CMU. Austinson, what a spark plug she has been for the Pioneers today. And in previous games. Smith's going to take a three. Left open, top of the key. No good off the right side. Lowe can't chase it down. Now the Pioneers need to get back. Scott trying to tangle him up. And Wisely now backs off. CMU spend a little bit of time in the backcourt, but they get her to cross half. Now they're trying to create. Poling has it. Pioneers overplaying that three. Massenet going to drive baseline. Dishes it all the way out. Now being worked around. Nichols has it. She wasn't ready for that pass. Takes the three. Short. Missed everything. Kawamba with the board. She kicks it out. CMU's just living and dying by the three-point line now. Scoop shot. No good. No call. More importantly, rebounded by Scott. That was a disjointed possession for the Eagles. And I'm sure they'll be the first to tell you that. Gonzalez goes around the low screen. Ooh, almost could have gotten called for a carry there. Thankfully not. To Smith. Pioneers are taking that shot clock down. Not intentionally. Good defense by CMU. Shot misses everything. Whoops. Smith tried a little pull-up jumper from 17 feet out. Hit nothing. 7.5 remaining in the ball game. Changes being made for the Pioneers. Smith's going to take a seat, as is Scott. Ralston and Gooch return. So the Pioneers lose nothing in the ball handling category. They still have their surest hands out there with Gonzalez and Gooch and even Austinson. Again, as they just have to be ready for this backcourt pressure that CMU has been putting on.
Come on!
In the corner, wide open, pulling for three, too strong. Rebound goes right to Jordan Gonzalez. And now Gonzalez has to be ready. She's got a player trailing, and the trap could come. She goes to Austinson. Austinson to Ralston. Ralston in the paint to Lowe. Lowe's going to create. Okay, she leaves the paint, so no 3 seconds. Finds Ralston underneath. Ralston to a cutting Austinson. Layup up, won't fall. A lot of contact, didn't get the look they wanted. But the Pioneers are able to get back quick enough to impede the progress on the transition for CMU. Nice no look into the paint. Pulling shot, banks it home. All the credit in the world on that assist to Spiegel.
30-second timeout. Central Methodist.
Come on, Will. Come on, Will.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor.
There we go.
Central Methodist wants to talk things over. Oh, my daughter's watching the game from her fort in the basement. I like it. Why don't we have a fort? Why can't we build a fort here and just call the game from the fort? Yeah, my daughter's in her fort in the basement watching the game. I think we totally need one.
We could so make a fort right here.
We could totally build a fort right here. All right, that was just a quick conversation. CMU back on the floor. The Pioneers heading back out. 6:43 remains in your ball game. 53-46 Pioneer lead. CMU trying to cut back into it. Pioneers will inbound. Gonzalez and Gooch ready to get the pass from Austinson and break this press. They get it to Gooch. All right, Spiegel picking her up. Now when Gooch crosses half court, expect that trap to come. Oh, no, not this time. They're going to play the Pioneers straight up. Gooch trying to create. Defense tried to collapse. Gonzalez with it to Ralston. Back to Gonzalez. Now to Gooch. Gooch thought about that three. Now in the Ralston in the post. Oh, ill-advised pass. Ralston tried to put it down the baseline to Austinson. Taken away by CMU. They're too fast for that. Ball goes to Poling. Poling sends it up top. Now the drive. Down low to Kwamba, and Kwamba's able to hit for two. I agree. I think a CMU fan noticed what I noticed earlier. CMU is not going to the bench. They are keeping their starters on the floor. Now Kwamba's able to knock the entry pass away from low. It's going to stay with the Pioneers, but yeah, I agree with you. I think in the end of the third quarter into this quarter, the CMU Eagles just look gassed right now, but they're still hanging tough, and they are not by any means out of this game. Only down 5 with 5:57 remaining. Pioneers get it into Ralston. Back to Austinson. She thought about the shot. Goes to Gooch. I could make a fort on the court. Call the games real up close. Austinson for three. Looks too strong. Indeed it is. Long rebound. Oh, tipped around. Scott comes up with it. She's fouled. Scott not able to hit the layup, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. So Kwamba is called for the personal foul, her third. Again, she was in foul trouble in the first quarter, but has played very clean up until this point. I do see here in the chat room they want me to go suggest to CMU that they make the substitution, but really I can't do that because it's MNU that pays me. So, like, I can't go tell CMU to sub. That just seems wrong. You know, this is my home bias and whatnot. Oh, get in there. Scott shot, not able to fall. Here comes CMU quickly up the floor, showing a little burst here. Pulling for two, won't fall. Ralston and Austinson almost fought that ball off of each other, but they get it to Gooch. Gooch with it, long pass ahead to Austinson. Oh, Pioneers have the numbers. They go to Gonzalez, but taken away. Pulling was trailing the play and was able to come up with it. Pulling, man, she's been playing hard. She is all over the floor. Here's the three on the way. Short, no good. That's because of tired legs. That miss was totally because of tired legs. Messnat just not able to elevate. They are huffing and puffing coming down that floor. Yeah, Gooch bringing up the floor for the Pioneers. Trying to get anyone working. Scott can't get position in the post. Ralston rolls off the screen. They couldn't find her. They go to Gonzalez. Now to Ralston. Entry pass down low to Scott. Scott has it. Layup right side up and good. I thought that pass had disaster written all over it as Nichols was there, but Scott able to collect it and hits the two-point layup. Now Poling going to try and get around Ralston. Drives, dishes it out, and Kwamba couldn't handle it clean. So another turnover by CMU. And now Scott's going to take a seat. Lowe checks in. To answer your question, Grant, no. I don't believe either squad is in the top 25. Producer, is that correct? Okay. Yeah, no, neither of these squads are in the top 25. As of yet. I was talking to our sports information director before the game, and in all honesty, like, I'll shoot you straight, CMU fans, this team, their team last year probably would have been in the conversation to win the national championship if everything hadn't been closed. Gonzalez for three, no good. Long rebound. Can Gooch chase it down? No, Gonzalez gets her own rebound. Gets it to Austinson. Austinson in the paint. Bodies flying everywhere. Ball gets ripped away. Poling comes up with it. But, yeah, the CMU squad of last year that had some seniors on it probably would have gone real deep in the tournament if Rona had not shut it all down. Three-point shot missed. Rebounded by Ralston. CMU trying to double team. Ralston dribbles out of it. Gets it ahead to Gonzalez. Pioneers up by 7 with 3.5 remaining. Now Gooch working to her right, gets it to Gonzalez, and a little bit of a hip check there. Spiegel just not able to get out of the way. And hands on the hips for all the Eagles on the floor right now. You know they're hurting. Gooch now be inbounding. Looking for Ralston. Gets it to Ralston and back to Gooch. Pioneers just going to try and take some time off the clock. Under 3.5 remaining. Gooch working to the side. Pulling all over. Ralston sets the screen. They go to Smith right side. Now to Lowe up top. Gonzalez was open. They could have gotten it to her a second early. Showed out three. Gonzalez drives. Layup up and good from the left side. Gonzalez with a quick first step was just able to get around her defender and knocks it in for two. Now Messinat with it, cross courts it to Nichols. Lowe pokes it away, trying to chase it down. And then the referees are going to talk things over. There's a foul on Nichols. And the question's going to be if it was intentional or not, because she fouled Mackenzie Lowe, who didn't even have the ball. And Nichols is visibly upset on the floor right now. Just, I'm sure the frustration of the game. And then that last turnover, just, yeah, visibly upset. So the officials are going to go to the replay table. They're going to look and see if that was if they're going to call that an intentional foul or not. I don't know. What did you think there, producer? Did you see it? You thinking you're going to call the intentional on that?
Yeah, probably.
Are you? Okay.
I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah, I had my eye on the ball, and so I only saw the foul out of the corner of my eye, so didn't see enough to make a fair judgment either way. So again, the two officials, as you can see on your screen, they're the ones looking. Oh, look. Hey, daughters, if you're watching, there's a thumbs up from Dad right there. Yep. See, thumbs up. You can see my back. I'm wearing my sporting hat, too. So if these two officials can't come up with a definitive call, then one will leave, and they'll bring in the third guy to be the tiebreaker. That's how the official reviews work. If you're judging the guy in the backwards hat, remember the camera adds like 100 extra pounds.
I get to lose weight now that I'm done with football. Victory.
Victory. So it looks like CMU was ranked 17 at one point in time. Not coming into today, but at one point this year. Oh, I missed it. What did he say? Did they? Okay. Okay, so that was just the fourth personal foul on Nichols. They did not call an intentional.
I was wrong.
This is why the producer doesn't have the microphone, because he was wrong. He was wrong.
So
I've never been wrong calling a game before. Yeah, never ever.
I specifically remember a few, but it's fine.
So the Pioneers' inbound pass was sent out of bounds. They're going to throw the ball underneath. Oh, they want a new ball. Okay. So the Pioneers again have to be ready for this inbound pass. Up by 9, 57-48. 2:50 remains. There's still a lot of time left in this game, so don't count the Eagles out even a little bit. Long pass in. They get it to Smith. So Smith can take the shot clock down quite a bit if she wants. CMU all over. Great pass. Look at Lowe moving without the ball. Mackenzie Lowe. You reward the big. Reward the big for that. That was great movement. Again, not with the ball. Here's a shot. Little shot in the paint. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Now Smith bringing it up the floor for the Pioneers. 2:20 remains. Gets it across half court. Gonzalez for three. Ooh, missed everything. And that was quick in the shot clock, too. That's everything you don't want in a possession. Not at this juncture of the game. Pass down low. Can Ralston wrestle it away from Kawamba? She sure tried. Good hustle. Kawamba fell out of bounds as she had a hand on the ball. So out of bounds is the call. Ball back to the Pioneers. CMU still with this press, but it doesn't have the fire that it had earlier in the game, I should say. So Smith gets it across half court. Smith, top of the key. Hesitation step, spins in the paint. Layup is up. They're going to call the travel. That's probably correct. Pioneers right now are going to try and tie CMU up in the backcourt as best they can. Again, CMU is gassed. They are definitely gassed. And if you can just force them into a mistake or just slow them down, the clock is on your side if you're the Pioneers. Mesnat with it, goes up top. Gets that into the hands of Spiegel. Spiegel to Pulling. Pulling up top. Mesnat for three. Got it. Nothing but the bottom of the cup. So that's a full timeout. We've got 1:36 remaining in the ball game. 8-point lead for the Pioneers at 59-51. And like I said, this is still a lot of time left in the ball game with only an 8-point lead. There's no question CMU is still in this game. What do you got, producer? You got any words of wisdom for us?
I would slow down if I were the Pioneers.
Well, yeah, I would slow down too if I was the Pioneers. That three-point shot that missed everything about 5 seconds into your own shot clock, nope, can't do that. You got to take the shot clock down on these possessions and then try and make them count with about 6 seconds left. At least in my most humble opinion.
I agree 100% with you.
All right, so let's see. What time are we looking at now? It's 3:30 right now. So We got to figure this game will be done. We'll give it 10 minutes or less. So, yeah, I'd say our second game of the doubleheader will start right on time, right around 4 o'clock. So go ahead and just leave the YouTube channel rolling. We'll step away. Of course, I'm not going to talk to you for 20 minutes. You've already listened to my voice enough. But then make sure you come back right at 4 o'clock, and let's have game 2. Let's see if the Pioneers can make it a home sweep, if they can hold on to this game, if they can win the second game. Always good to hold home court on this late November matchup. The Pioneers women's team will be playing again at 5:30 on Tuesday evening. So 5:30 Tuesday evening, the Pioneers women will be playing. So make sure that you're tuning in and listening to all the action. Smith coming down the floor, head full of steam. Another shot is split second in the shot clock. Now she has the rebound, got the offensive board, and is going to back the ball out. Now they're going to try and take the time off the clock. Messinat all over, waiting for this double team to come help her. And now it's taken away by CMU. No bueno. CMU quickly down the floor. 3 in the corner from Pulling on the way. Short. Taken by Smith. Smith has it. Gets it to Gooch. Yep. Now tipped away. Knocked away from behind. Now here's going to be an uncontested layup on the other end. Oh, this is getting way too close now. Now CMU wants to talk things over again. 6-point Pioneer lead with 58.5 seconds remaining. No, coach is not happy.
3-second timeout.
So yeah, Coach Lewis laying into the squad right now as their lead is dwindling in the late stages of the ball game. They need to play a little smarter on the offensive end. As we had a missed shot, we had a turnover. We had a missed shot early in the shot clock, which is the cardinal sin there. Yeah, slow down. Yes, my youngest she has to watch her soccer team play at 4 o'clock. They live stream the games. So, go Strata. I'm actually really bummed I'm going to miss today's soccer game. My daughter can't play anyway. She's on Rona protocols right now. All right, Pioneers inbounding from the sideline. Gooch gets it into Ralston. Ralston back to Gooch. Gooch has it. They're going to take some time off the clock. Of course, CMU is going to put all the pressure on Gooch that they can. They've got to be ready for the double team when it comes. Gonzalez, long pass to Smith. Smith keeps it in bounds. Boy, no foul called. Smith drives, wraparound pass. And Gonzalez's foot was on the outline. That's another turnover on the Pioneers. With 42 seconds left in the 6-point lead. 6-point lead. Oh, my. Time's ticking. It can't tick enough. Lowe with the steal. Mackenzie Lowe read the pass and knocked it away. All right. Smith gets it across half court. Back to Gooch. Are they going to foul? I can't believe they haven't fouled yet, to be real honest. And now here comes a double team. Gooch gets away from it. Still haven't fouled. 15 seconds left. Poling still hasn't fouled. Now here comes the Wolf. Triple team. Down low to Ralston. Ralston's shot no good. Low with the board. There's the 2-point follow. And thankfully that should probably put this one a little too far to reach with the time remaining. Pulling with a little jumper in the paint. Hits it for 2. 2 seconds left in the game. 6-point lead for the Pioneers. And that's going to do it. Whew. Wow.
Pioneers 61, Central Methodist 55.
There we go. Great game. Great job by both teams. The players for CMU are going to sleep well tonight as they logged a lot of minutes, did the starters. Once they give me the final stats, I can actually take a look and tell you how many minutes were played. So if you want to bear with us, we'll have the stats printed off here in just a moment as they get finalized by the game statisticians.
I'm going as fast as I can.
No, not you. I'm waiting for Chad's printout.
Oh, okay. Well,
You're fine, producer, man.